In all honesty, I feel like Carter Grayson is one of those Red Rangers that is the definition of Captain America done right. And there's the true saying to this though. Carter Grayson will always be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was even a badass before he became a Ranger. And it was all proven in the first episode. And you know what? I think 3 years ago or 4 years ago when I did my first Red Ranger painting of Carter Grayson on here, it really goes to show you that a guy like that I can take seriously way more than the Red Rangers you have now. But back then in the Saban era, I took those Red Rangers more seriously because they were serious with their job, they meant well, and they stood on business. And honestly, I just feel like when it comes to Carter, he is one of those firefighters that inspires so many future generations of firefighters you have now. And you know what? That's even going to show you that Carter just doesn't take any BS from anybody. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I feel like he's one of those Red Rangers that you love to admire because he takes his job seriously. Even when he came back in the Forever Red episode, he was even more cooler than before. He didn't need to do no martial arts. All he needed was his blaster, and that was it. The best Power Rangers leader and one of the best Red Rangers in the franchise was the perfect superhero, even before he had the Morpher. The most mature Power Ranger seasons have given the show some of its coolest characters, from role model Rangers to experienced heroes who learn how to be best versions of themselves. Mighty Morphin may be the show's most iconic entry, but many incredible characters were introduced in less popular seasons. Any list of best Power Ranger characters will feature legends like the original Green Ranger Tommy Oliver or the original Pink Ranger Kimberly Hart. Still, those will not be complete without some names that only joined the saga way after Mighty Morphin. This includes the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers, one of whom was already a great team leader before he became a Power Ranger. And I think I need to say, well, I need to say on this too, because in 1997 when Undertaker faced Psycho Sid for the WWF title, he was already a popular guy, so he didn't really need the title anyway. Even when he won his first title from Hulk Hogan in '91, but when Tuesday in Texas, when he lost the title due to, I guess, interference, I don't know, but Undertaker was already popular in '97. So he didn't really need the title just to gain more popularity. Same can be said for Carter Grayson, when he was already a badass before he became a Ranger. He even ran over a monster before he got the Morpher. He hit the monster with a truck. I don't know if he hit him or not, but he was charging at him though. And that should tell you something. Carter Grayson Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue's Red Ranger is widely considered one of the best characters in the franchise. This is particularly because Carter is one of the few Power Ranger characters who was already a hero prior to becoming a Ranger. The Lightspeed Rescue Red Ranger was a firefighter before he joined the team and was recruited to the operation because of his impressive career. The Lightspeed Rangers were more of public servants than superheroes, and Carter Grayson continued to use his firefighting skills after becoming the leader of the Power Rangers. And you know what? Back in Mighty Morphin, they were told to hide their identities so nobody would know that they were Power Rangers, and yet they wear the Ranger colors every day. So everybody should already know that they were already Rangers. But in Lightspeed Rescue, They need to have their identities. Everybody knows the Power Rangers. I just wish that other seasons can just expand more on that. Besides Mighty Morphin, we have to hide your identity secrets. I mean, hide your identity secrets. I don't know why I can't say that right, but you get the point. But I feel like Carter served the legacy as one of the greatest Red Rangers of all time, alongside Jason, Tommy, Wes, Shane, Jack, Scott, Casey, Tyler, Zato. Even though I have some mixed feelings on him, though, but he's still a good Red Ranger in my opinion. But I think, TJ and Andrews, Leo as well. I almost forgot about those two. But Carter, I feel like he definitely paved the way of creating the most badass Red Rangers legacy throughout the years to come. Because like I said in the video, I took him way more seriously than I did with other Red Rangers in the Neo Saban and the Hasbro era. Carter decided to become a firefighter after being saved by one during the fire when he was a child. Interestingly, the firefighter who saved Carter's life was Captain Mitchell, the person who put the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers together. The Red Ranger already knew important lessons that any superhero should know, but he also learned a lot after gaining his powers. Carter's discipline and sense of duty also came in handy when he became a Power Ranger. Not to mention how the Lightspeed Rescue Rangers often assisted to firefighters in the rescue missions. It can be argued that Lightspeed Rescue's Carter Grayson is Power Rangers' best Red Ranger, although some of the franchise's most iconic characters have been Red Rangers, such as Jason Lee Scott or Tommy Oliver. Carter combined everything that is expected from a Power Rangers team leader. He valued his team members first and foremost, ensuring they were safe while performing the missions. Carter also knew what to prioritize during each mission, and helping people was more important than fighting monsters. Lightspeed Rescue Red Ranger followed the rules but knew how to improve whenever necessary. And honestly, I feel like Carter did all of that in terms of letting everyone know that he was him. He's him. He's that guy. I feel like if the MCU and Lightspeed Rescue, if Power Rangers and Kevin Feige and Marvel had a 1 year deal to team up with the Avengers, I would bet you Steven and Carter Grayson, aka Captain America and Lightspeed Rescue Red Ranger, would have worked together and teamed up with the rest of the team with the rest of the team, the Lightspeed Rescue team and the Avengers team to fight this diabolical evil of a threat. Carter and Captain America would have been the best duo, the best combination. If there was a new risky tech for the Power Rangers to test, Carter would be the first one to use it. The Red Ranger would even use his time off to train and improve his skills. Not because of vanity or personal goals, but because he wanted to be the best possible Ranger. Most Red Rangers learn how to be leaders while doing the job, whereas Carter Grayson was ready for that position the moment he was given a Morpher. The Red Ranger was also a fun, caring character that never felt boring. I mean, I wouldn't call it fun. He's more of a serious leader, in my opinion. Let's Be Rescued, like most Power Ranger seasons, after the Zonar era was a standalone story that did not lead right into another show. Fortunately, Carter Grayson got to return a few times after the end of the season. The entire Lightspeed Rescue cast of characters, including Titanium Ranger and so on, when they returned to Power Rangers Time Force and Wild Force and the Forever Red special and the crappy Super Mega Force finale. Wild Force featured the most classic Power Rangers crossovers, Forever Red. All previous 10 Red Rangers, including Carter, assembled to prevent Lord Zed's Super Terror from being brought back from the moon. Carter was the one who recruited the Wild Force Red Ranger and got to team up with some of the show's legends like Tommy and Andros. Lastly, the Lightspeed Rescue Red Ranger appeared during the legendary battle, the Crappy Power Rangers 20th Anniversary Special. The episode featured Carter Grayson and Dana Mitchell, both of whom were working as first responders and later morphed into into Power Rangers. Sometimes I feel like Carter Grayson is one of those legends where you don't want to screw around because if you mess with him, you mess with this whole family. I mean, if you watch Lightspeed Rescue season alone, I think you will know that he's one of those Red Rangers that you can take very seriously. And honestly, he's the GOAT. Even when he became a Ranger, before he became a Ranger, he was already a badass. And it was all proven in the first episode. And I'm going to continue to say it until I made my point clear. Carter Grayson is a serious Red Ranger, and I love him for it. So, link to the article will be down below, and I'm gonna catch y'all